Alright, and hey there, Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, and we are back for some more in the Ni No Kuni and the Wrath of the White Witch. And if you did miss out during the last one, well, we have just arrived on into the lost island of Nakaza, and right now we are going to have to go reach off into another new place that's going to be here, known as the Ara Memorie at this point. And for what this place is going to be all about, well, first of all is that we have to go and use the bridge spell to open up within this way. But once we go and enter on into here, we should actually be able to go and place all of these different flowers that we have went and picked up so far throughout all the different undead bosses that we have went and faced off through the different kingdoms, such as with Lola and King Tom, and also that Porco Loco machine tank that was going on from there. We will be able to go and place all those flowers here in this exact area and learn the last little bit about this whole Queen Cassiopeia and other things that have been transpiring throughout out here with all of P's backstories. So we'll be able to learn how this whole transformation of Queen Cassiopeia turning into this whole White Witch business is going to be happening from here. Now, within this video as well too, we should at least be able to go and see that the final place, the Ivory Tower, will be in the distance. And we're not going to head over to there just yet, but that is going to be set for another Tengri flying accessible location. That's the only type of traveling mobility that we'll be able to go and do within the Ivory Towers. Now, I do want to go and say is that I'm pretty certain that just like how Nevermore works, once we go and head off into that area, there's not really any type of any way to get on out. Now, I know that could probably change a little bit, because now since we do have a spell known as Vacant, or Vacate, I think that's what it's actually known as, it's kind of like an escape rope within a dungeon, so that if you ever do have a certain problem, where if you run out of MP, or if you run out of medicinal items and you want to go and probably pick up with some extra stuff, and if you do have a little bit of some other MP still roaming around with you from Oliver, I'm pretty certain you can actually go and head on out from that dungeon, and then you can kind of do some other things beforehand. But we'll have to go and try to do that researching, or we'll try to do that within our own time later. It's just that for right now, we're not going to be heading off to the Ivory Tower. That will probably be more so within the next episode out of here at Ni No Kuni. Because I believe currently right now, after once we're done here in this whole Ara Memorie, I want to say we are going to have to go and do some more of the bounty hunting missions, because since I went and completed off with the splash damage, I want to say bounty hunting for that one, I got some extra other new other bounty missions as well. Now, I think there was some other ones that I think I did miss out as well, not just only with the splash damage, but a few other different ones that I never really went out of my way for, but those are actually set and finished as well too, and that was off recording for what I was doing. Alright, so here we go. So now we get to go and literally learn about the final parts here of how this whole Queen Cassiopeia business is going to be happening. But while also as well too, we are of course going to be doing some more Final Fantasy X. I don't know if I haven't already went and said that already. But yeah, so Final Fantasy X is going to be happening within these two videos. We are going to be heading up into the Mushroom Rock Road, I believe that's what it's known as. Now, there is going to be some new enemies along within our way, and I think this episode for that is going to be a little bit shorter than normal, just because that there's just a lot of crap ton of enemies that just keep on spawning out of nowhere, since again we don't really have the rideable chocobo, so things are just going to kind of make things more annoying than it actually has to be. So we'll just try to reach off into the next save point for that whole episode from there. Now, I did go and watch Monday Night Raw last night. I believe right now, currently at the tape of this recording that I'm actually doing right now for this post audio, is that this is actually on March 26th, but I believe Monday Night Raw just happened on the 25th, and I just watched that show. And let me just say that if you guys did not go and check out last night Monday Night Raw, oh man, was that some pretty hectic type of stuff with the whole thing between with Rock and Cody out here. Man, like Rock was just throwing Cody all over the place, like even outside in the parking lot. And oh man, I don't really want to go and spoil too much amount of stuff, but that, I have to say, it was a great Monday Night Raw. Like, I think for me personally is that I didn't really go out of my way to like skip out on too much stuff, but like all the segments were great. CM Punk and Drew McIntyre and that just a segment just alone by itself was also really cool. We got to see a CM Punk return after what was transpiring within his injury that was happening. And then I think there was also a beginning promo with with Cody and Rock kind of started things off a little bit before later on until the hectic type of stuff that was going on at the very end of all that was going on from there.
What was that?
Well, that was the ending of Queen Cassiopeia's origin story right there, Drippy. And again, it's always really weird to me about how in this game is that there, like within the text dialogue, there's like a few parts where they kind of just voice act, but then later on sometimes it doesn't really have the voice acting all that too much. It's just very strange. It just only happens within like the time of when the animations start working, and that's when the voice acting happens. Whoa, so what's going on here? Jeez. Well, that big huge beam of light is now going to go and finally open up the Ivory Towers that's going to be here. Oh, look how menacing that place looks like. If you thought that Nevermore actually looked pretty menacing out here, Ivory Tower is going to be falling into that same exact type of part as well, too.
Why do you strive to save this fallen world when my radiant mana would start it anew?
Mana? You mean?
Yes, it is I, the White Witch.
Well, we did actually hear her a little bit during our time, like just before when we were leaving out of Motorville. She was the one that was bringing that ash or that mana type of business around out here. Now, the White Witch actually does have 3 different phases of her boss battle that does happen. Now, I believe it is not, I don't think it's kind of similar to how, like, Shadar works. Because, like, I'm pretty certain, I think during the time of the battle, she'll kind of just randomly transform into her different phases, though. So it kind of works almost a little bit of like how King Tom was, or like how Lola was all about. So it's like during the actual battle, I don't think there's really any type of segments that go on. It's just that she'll just go and just transform immediately from there. So all we have to do now is just that we just have to go and talk on over here to Kublai, and I want to say that we should be able to get ourselves all rested up and everything, and then we can then be able to go and then talk to Marcason right after to go and go and know a little bit more about what's going on within the story. But I don't think we're going to be going and having that option yet to go and fly over to the Ivory Towers just yet, because I want to make sure that we go and do the bounty hunting missions, because that was what my main concern was going to be all about. Now, within these bounty hunting missions, we are going to have to go about another one of those column sub-bosses again, which those were annoying. I have to say, that bounty hunting mission, like the first time around, battling out one of those column things, oh, that was like really annoying, because those guys were like super massively defensive. Well, we're going to have to battle out another one of those guys, and this time around it's going to be in a much more annoying type of form than it is now. But we're back over here at Hamlin. We got some brand new ones here. We got ourselves with the Vicious Medum. I don't think I ever went and checked out with that one yet, but we are going to do this one though. Save the researchers, and then we also do have the Terra on the Tundra, which that is going to be another thing that we're also going to have to take care of. So it's kind of funny that like our reward out of all of that for the save of the researchers is going to be another one of those Cat King claws, even though that I just went and picked them up from the steal that I just went and did from King Tom. So to be totally honest with you, doing that steal to go and take that away from King Tom was kind of pointless in my opinion. But it was pretty nice that we didn't really have to go and worry about how to go about it with this guy just yet, but we are gonna have to do it now. So yeah, this guy, he's just like how that other annoying battle that we went and did with him from before. I think it was like his pre-form or something. Yeah, but the way that we are trying to attack this guy is going to be taking almost like 1,000,000 years. But let's go and see what else that we can go and do from here. We got ourselves with more. More should at least be able to get at least maybe the last bit of a few hits out there. Wow, that bubble beam attack was going to be doing a lot of damage right there. But I think we're still at least somewhat living throughout our time now. Come on. He's just down to like just a little. Well, I think Sway may probably do it from here. He locked on and he got the last shot. So good job on Sway's part there. Oh, thank God. Well, at least that one's done. So now we can go and move over to the next area, which we're going to have to go and fly back to Nazca. Yes, so this guy is going to be blocking the way here of the bridge now. So yeah, we got ourselves with the Doric column here. This guy is even more defensive than what his other form was. Like, just how annoying this guy is. It's just like, I'm trying to hit him for at least like one little itty bitty amount of out of attack damage, and I'm only just doing at least one out here. But yeah, even star, it seems like that is going to be the better move out here for these guys. Because that's going to do at least like around like 300 damage. Well, close to 300 damage, but that's going to be pretty good as it is. And then after a little bit of extra time from here and having to go and fight through this guy, one more attack damage should at least do something around, and we should be able to do it now. Nice! With the plasma ball. Took him out. Well, that's good. Now, I do want to go and show you guys the merit rewards that we can now go and claim, because since I am doing some of these new bounty hunting missions, there has been some new merit rewards to be able to get accessible to us. And there's actually 2 so far that I do want to kind of go on after for, and I already went after 1, which I already went and taken care of that off recording. Oh man, we're almost there. Just need another merit reward point, and then we could go and do some stuff here. So I believe the one reward that I already went and picked up was the special sprinting move for Tengri out here, which we can now go and travel a lot faster at this point. But there is still one more that I do want to go and pick up with, and that is going to be the Cracker Jack one. But we're going to have to wait until that for the next time, so I'll see you guys then. And of course, peace.